With the smart gardens, we also follow something called lunar planting. We plant based on the phases of the moon. Some of you will know that the lunar gravity actually helps in creating tides on Earth. So that goes to say that it controls or affects the movement of water against Earth's gravity. Growth of plants is nothing but the water moving through the roots from the bottom to the top of the plant, to the leaves, the stems and all. And the moon does have an effect, and I have seen it in the past, which is why I kind of got convinced that I'm going to follow lunar planting from now onwards. Lunar planting also makes it easy for me to organize my planting. I usually plant once a week. So for this size garden, I'll spend, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes in planting seeds. If you're organized well, planting your seeds is very easy. So what I have here with me is 3 categories of seeds in each of these packets. And based on the lunar calendar, I'll plant any one of these categories in a particular week. In the 4th week of the lunar calendar, we don't plant anything. So today we are going to plant root vegetables, and I just happen to have radish seeds with me. So that's what we are going to plant. There are six models, 3 on this side, 3 on the other side. Each of these are 24 square feet gardens. Their dimensions are 4 feet wide and 6 feet in length, and the depth is 1 foot. Each of these modules have been divided into 24 square feet through those strings, the green color strings that you can see. So when we do the planting, we are able to decide which plant goes where, how many of each seed will go in each of these modules. Here is a notebook which I have divided in 6 columns, A, B, C, D, E, F. Each of these columns, this represent one of these modules, one of the smart garden modules. And then the rows, they signify each of the squares. So I have got 24 for each of these. Today, since it is the 3rd quarter of the lunar calendar, I am going to plant radishes. And as you can see, so I know which is A, which is B, which is C, and where the numbering starts. So in this case, the one which is right in the corner, the last one, that's A. Okay, so now we are close to module A, and that corner right there is A1, A2, A3, A4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these are the 8 squares that I'm going to plant today. And I have a few things which are always ready and organized. When we have a little bit of organization like this, and I'll tell you what's there in a second, things make it much easier, our work gets done fast, and then we have all the time to actually enjoy, the fruits of gardening. We spend more time enjoying the fruits of gardening or the pleasure of gardening than actually doing the work. Now these gardens are watered through that pipe right there about once a month. These are self-watering gardens, you know that. I'm guessing you know that smart gardens are self-watering and they only need watering once a month. But whenever we plant seeds, we need to water them from top, and that is why I have that watering can which is full with water ready. And then let me show you what else I have here. Now these 3 zip pouches, they actually have 3 types of vegetable seeds, I'm sorry. This one has root vegetables, the next one has fruiting vegetables, and the last one has leafy vegetables or herbs. And I also have 1 marigold packet with me. I only use heritage seeds. I do not use hybrid as a principle. One reason is you can grow your own seeds through them. And I could go on and on about hybrid and heritage, but today we won't spend time on that. And the next thing that I keep with myself is the mighty pen, of course, and my planting chart. All of these things that you see, these packets, the pen and that notebook, stays in one bag all the time. So I don't spend time looking around for where have I kept my seeds and stuff like that. Now I already showed you the chart that we are going to plant. We are going to plant eight of these squares with radishes today. But I also wanted to plant some marigold, and that I'll plant in that square and this square. So that's number 10 and 11. So 8 up to here. Last one is 9. The first one in this row, the third row, is 9. So 10 and 11. These two squares I'm going to plant marigold. And I'm going to plant say 1 per square. The radishes I'm going to plant 4 per square. And I'll show you how easy it is to divide the square. So this is how we divide the squares. Now this last corner one is going to be a little tricky, but we're going to work with what we have. First we draw a line this way, dividing the square more or less the center of that string. I divide the square in 2 through this line, and then I divide it horizontally in 2. So now we have got 4 squares to plant our seeds in. And then with the pen, you'll notice I'm not using any gardening tools here, and you don't really require too many gardening tools. So I'm going to make a little hole here and a little dab here. At the center of each of these smaller squares. And then I'm going to put my radish seeds. I'm going to plant 2 seeds in each of these spots. Why? Because I want to make sure that they germinate. Because in seeds, sometimes some of them will germinate, some of them will not germinate. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. That's it. And I'm just going to cover it up. And then I'm going to water. And I want to give it a good drench. I prefer doing all gardening work after 5 o'clock in the evening or early in the mornings. And you have to remember, this is just about once a week. Now I'll let the seeds sprout whatever time they take. I have 9 more squares to plant, so I'm going to do that right now. If you're doing it for the first time, it's like an adventure. You don't know what to expect. But once you've done this a couple of times, sowing seeds is such a pleasure, I can't tell you, because you know life is going to come out of this. And it's going to give you fresh, lovely organic vegetables. I'm putting to each. And for seeds that are too small or difficult to manage, I just take a pinch and plant them. And once you start growing your own seeds, you'll have an abundance of seeds. So and one thing about these smart gardens is you cannot overwater them. The excess water will always drain out. So I want to give it a real good drench. Then I'll come back and check in 3 days for the moisture levels, and I might water again. Only till the time these babies start to sprout. Once they have sprouted and they have rooted, I'll stop watering. So that's it. That's all for today. I'll keep making more videos as and when I do stuff in the garden. So, and I'll keep updating you guys. Thanks for watching.